Hello and welcome to Rochester Works. My name is Kyle McCarthy and I'm a career advisor on the job search team. Today's topic is resume myths. What I'm going to do is read through some common questions related to resume preparation. You'll have a few seconds to consider whether these questions are true or false. So let's get started. Before you can sell yourself in person, you have to sell yourself on paper. Most companies are going to ask for a resume prior to calling you for an interview, so this is the most important part of starting your job search. All resumes should be 1 page in length. False. Resumes can be 1 or 2 pages preferably. 1 page is good and often desirable, but there are situations where 2-page resumes do a better job of selling your skills. Resumes should include personal information like your marital status and general health. False. Resumes should stick to your skills, traits, education, training, and what you offer for the employer. Personal information like your marital status or general health is not required on any resume. Don't use words like I, me, or my on your resume. True. Resumes should not include personal language. They should be written in brochure style. You are trying to convey the most important information in the least amount of words. It is always necessary to put a job objective at the top of your resume. False. It is not always necessary to put a job objective at the top of your resume. Make the correct decision based on the job and company that you're applying to. If when applying, you want to make sure the resume gets directed to the correct position, you can identify that with an objective. If you're applying to a position that wouldn't be confused with others, sometimes putting summary of qualifications at the top will also provide them with the objective and highlights that you want to include. The acceptable colors for resume paper are brown, gray, and maroon. False. Most resumes are sent either by fax or email, and therefore the paper will often come across the table as white. What matters most is the content, not the paper. If you want to use resume quality paper for those you mail out, stick with white or ivory. If high school is the only formal education you have, then include it. True. This is an accomplishment. It's important to put the most recent education, whether a high school diploma or master's degree. If the job description requires a high school education, then incorporate it. It's not necessary to type references available upon request at the bottom of your resume. True. It is no longer necessary to incorporate references upon request. This is somewhat of an older style. Assume that you have your references already developed. Oftentimes this will be asked of after the interview. It is extremely important to tailor your resume to the position you are applying for. True. In today's market, tailoring your resume can be the difference from applying and not hearing back to applying and actually getting a call back. Employers are looking for how you meet their needs, not trying to understand what keywords like customer service or problem solving mean to them. The preferred style for presenting start and end dates of employment is illustrated in year or month and year. If you answered months and years, you are correct. Not using months can cover up gaps of less than a year, and it also makes good blocks of time stand out and can make your resume look less cluttered. Submit a copy of your resume at the same time you submit a job application. True. Your resume contains much more information and better information than a job application can provide. Be sure to attach a resume for every position that you apply to. One way to tell if your resume works is if you get interviews with it. True. Resumes only work if they get you interviews. One of the most challenging things to consider is that a resume may need to change throughout the job search experience. If you are sending out resumes and not getting many responses back, take a look at how you're selling your skills and make adjustments. Thank you so much for joining us today for Resume Myths webcast. To learn more about Rochester Works and the services we offer, you can find us on the web at rochesterworks.org. We also have 2 conveniently located career centers, 255 North Goodman Street or 276 Waring Road. The phone numbers are found on your screen. please feel free to give us a call for hours and days we are open. Thanks again for your time, and we hope you have a successful job search.